The fifth race is the www.trackandball.co.za FM 77 handicap for the fillies and mares over 1,750 metres. Devon's numbers are 7 in jest from 3 Dark Moon Down, 1 Preferential, and then he's gone fourth, number 8 Isla Marada. Just for something different, tell us about these 4 horses, but start with your 4th placed horse, moving up to number 7 in jest.
Isle of Marada has been extremely consistent of late. If you look at the form very closely, barring that second last run where it ran 6th, 4.9 lengths behind Chatty Cathy.
Yes.
The horse does have good form at Scottsville as well, so that's why it forms part of my 4th selection.
And sorry to interrupt, you quite rightly mentioned 6th to Chatty Cathy. Yes, the Isla Marada never earned a check there, but it wasn't the worst run either.
Worst run, Warren, and if you look at the last run as well, it lost 2 lengths, and then the computer form comments is good finish, so it managed to make up that ground and run 3rd from a wide draw of 11.
And it's just a matter of time, Devon, when Paul and Beth Gadsby's stable are going to turn. Their horses are running just there, and this Isla Marada, you could be onto something here.
100%. This horse will definitely be featuring in the shake-up, and you can include this in the back end of quartets.
Okay, tell us about the rest of your selections.
Okay, for 3rd, I've gone for number 1 Preferential. That's from the Allison Wright yard. It's got an eye-catching jockey booking in the form of Anton Marcus. Very consistent runs at this level. This is an FM 77 handicap, so it's very consistent. For 2nd, I've gone for Dark Moon Down. It's course and distance suited. Has Dennis Schwartz aboard, jumps from Barrier Gate 3, and it's also got decent runs at Scottsville. I think this horse can also win this race, Dark Moon Down. For 1st, I've gone for number 7 in jest. Consistent form, now has blinkers, has Sean Veal aboard, so is definitely going to get all the assistance in the saddle. We all know that Sean Veal is a very strong rider, and I think this is the horse to beat. Was drawn 14 out of 14 in his last run when running 3rd to Arabiata. Is now drawn 7. I think that's half a decent draw, and it should be right there in the shake-up at 9-2.
She's definitely got quite a bit in her favour because, as you alluded to, 14 out of 14 drawn in the sticks at Hollywood Bedsgravel. Now a much kinder draw. Sean's ridden this horse twice. He's probably said, come on now, Mr. Riverland, let's put blinkers on her and she'll probably just about win next time out. So your first choice looks to have a very bright chance indeed. 7, 3, 1 and 8. I find a bit of value here, and I'd like your opinion on this horse. Number 2, Tupelo Honey, for Michael Roberts. I'm not suggesting that she's a good thing for a win. I'm suggesting that she could be worth a few rand each way. And I'll tell you why, Devon. She's run 5th to Miss Rosa Parks. Miss Rosa Parks has come out and won again. She's beaten Blush of Dawn. Blush of Dawn's come out and won again. She ran 3rd to Eden Gardens Glitz. And Eden Gardens Glitz won the other day. And then, of course, ran an average race to Silver Magic. And Silver Magic was very unlucky not to get closer just the other day at Hollywood Bedsgravel. So, number 2, Tupelo Honey, looking at those form lines, would you be surprised if she got a blow in here?
Now that you've touched on that, Warren, I wouldn't be surprised, and that form line is franked. Eden Garden Blitz did win on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's also a Duke of Marmalade, so the trip will definitely suit. It's well bred, and it's currently showing at 12-1 in the computer form, so it could be some decent value. One more thing I want to touch on quickly, yes. Going back to In Jest. If you go back on those last few runs, I'm not sure which form line I looked at while you were talking. Okay, that's the Eden Garden Blitz form line as well, so the form was also frank there. Yeah,
absolutely. So there's lots to work with in this race. And certainly, I haven't seen your Pick 6 Perm yet. Have you loaded up here?
To be honest with you, this is the 5th race. I've gone for my top 4 in this race. Okay. I haven't loaded up.
Okay. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is there wasn't a bank. It's not a banker race or anything like that. Okay, that's race number 5. We'll be back to you shortly for race 6.